go. Oh no!
Oh yeah, friends and fam, welcome back to another episode of Captain Coleslaw Outdoors with yours truly. So today we're a little bit on a mission, but a mission that doesn't normally occur in the way that it has happened. So yesterday, the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission decided that they were going to open up public trout harvest 4 days earlier than the statewide opening day. Now what that does is that means that we can keep fish and eat them now. And we went out the other day and we caught a bunch of trout, and it ended up being that the next day you could go back and keep them. Well, I know that spot where we were fishing the other day is extremely popular, very accessible, and a lot of people have probably fished the bejesus out of it. I'd go back there and try to catch a limit and then keep them in my freezer for future consumption, but those fish, if they hadn't been caught, they've been so spooked and pressured that it ain't even worth trying. So here's what we're going to do today. Our mission is to catch a limit of trout that we can put in the freezer for future consumption. One thing I really would like to do is bring to you guys a video on how to cook a trout for consumption in the most easy, simple, stupid, easy way known to man. So if we can catch some fish and put them in the freezer, I already have some trout that I can show you regardless of how today goes, but I would love to do a live catch and cook. That would be tremendous. So we're going to go to a brand new spot on a brand new creek about 35 minutes southeast of us. So we're heading to a new location with some different water, and we're hoping that some storms that we had the other day didn't completely blow the streams out and make them unfishable. So right now we actually went down and tried another spot on the stream we fished the last time you saw us catch trout, but the water looks so chocolatey. That's not the right flavor, fellas. That's not the right flavor. And we're gonna try to catch some big ol' yummy eater trout that we can stick on a stringer and put in the freezer. That's our goal. Let's see how we do. I will be with you guys as soon as we get there. Catch ya. Well, I'm sure you can hear by the cars that this is not the getaway that some of the other spots we've been fishing are, but this is a great body of water, and this is a great little eddy current here where the water is flowing in one direction and it swirls back in the other. Super vertical fishing, so we'll see what happens. When I fish this spot, I don't even try to do anything with the lure. I just bob it up and down, let the current take it, because it is very strong, but it's very prominent where these fish are going to be, which is right up against this seawall that I'm sitting on. So, I mean, if the fish are going to bite, they're going to bite. You just got to let them find the lure and let them decide if they want it or not. How's it going?
Good.
Just got here, man. Just sat down when you pulled up.
I was told this hole got a ton of fish in it.
Really?
Because everything's stocked. It's like, I was just up a 4 mile run, there's a lot of fish in there. He goes, they stocked it. I was like, not where I was looking.
Well, they must have cleaned them out.
And then I went to the causeway and there was nothing there.
Huh. Yeah, right here in the gorge. I went out the day before they called opening day, which I had no idea, as the rest of the state kind of was in that same boat. And I caught 8 fish in like 40 minutes just moving up and down, but they were all like this big.
The conservation officer said this hole right here, he said it was the last place that they stopped, and they just had a ton of fish and they just dumped them all in there.
Well, this whole run is probably fire then.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Have you fished in here before? It's pretty good.
Is it?
It's pretty good. the water's high right now, but typically right at the base of these rocks is really good for anything that's like fast motion.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to go up there and walk across, but I was like,
Nah.
I've never waded here. I was like, I'm not.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
And right in there, right now, is probably 3.5 feet deep, and at that speed, that's taking you under, you know. But there's fish here. This is a good spot. I mean, when I fish here, I just vertically fish right up against this current break, and that's all I'm doing right now to start. Yeah, they're going to be tucked close to the shore with how high this is, I feel like. Well, that was some pretty good intel. This has been the weirdest stalking schedule in this state of Pennsylvania for trout that I've ever seen. Basically, they stalk every trout that every hatchery had all at one time, and that's all they're going to do. They're not going to supplementally stalk like they normally do. They stalk them all at once, so they don't have to go out and do it again and again and again, which, you know, is what it is. There's going to be a lot of fish right now, but you got to go find them and, you know, hope that they're biting. So we're going to keep trying in this hole. We're going to stick this out for a while, see if we can't pull anything out. If nothing else, hopefully we catch something with size so we can eat one, even if it's just a couple. So stay tuned. We'll just keep trying and see what happens. Go. Oh, of course. Not a trout. Just the rock bass. There we go. Yeah, I got a chub. Son of a gun. This is a river chub, in case you're wondering. Trying not to kill it. River chub. Tiny little slimy guy, typically associated with the same kind of cold water that a trout would be found in. It's a pretty little fish of some sort. All right, and away he goes. Still not a trout. That is annoying. Still not a trout. There we go, got one. All right. Just a chub. Another river chub. Nice, but not what we're looking for. Oh, double hooked them. Still not a trout. Something with some spunk. Look at this guy over here. This guy is nuts. He is nuts. He is not getting through there in those waders. Look at this. He's going to eat it. Oh my gosh. Good Lord. Smart idea, buddy. Smart idea. Just remember, fellas, if you're going trout fishing and you have waders and you want to go wade through fast water to try to get to a potential spot, don't risk your life for a damn trout. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Your life is a lot more valuable than any trout will ever be. No matter how much money you pay to get a big one taxidermed, you can't top your life. You only get one of them. So, be smart, be safe, don't be that guy.
See if I can catch him.
Guys, this is unreal. The Fish Commission is here just dumping trout into the river. Left and right, like I told you guys about. We gotta change our tactics up entirely. You were going with the spinnerbait? Nope, that's not what you do. We gotta go with the bait hooks in a situation like this. And you just gotta yank them out. Yank them out. Now that we know that the fish are here, this changes the game. Like, we can't leave until we have limit. So. There we go. Oh no! Son of a gun, I lost it. The drag is too freaking low. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Well, fellas, we did not catch a trout. However, that was a pretty cool overall experience. You got to see a lot of stuff in a very short period of time that is specifically associated with trout fishing in Pennsylvania. We got to see some cold water species, so we knew we were in a good spot, and we were able to catch something, which is always a good thing. We saw a pile of trout go in through the Fish Commission. I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they had to have put 6 or 7 buckets of fish in. That's a lot of fish. And we saw those fish feeding. So we know they're here. We know they're going to be here. Nobody was catching them. I mean, those fish weren't really thinking about food in terms of big, juicy lures. They were just taking little flies. It was kind of like easy for them. Low stress type of food source for them to take advantage of. So you have not seen the last of this spot. We are going to conquer this spot because there are fish here. We just need to figure out how to do it. I got some ideas up in my head, but I'm thinking that's going to be another episode, and this is where we're going to call it a day. Fellas, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me both. Really do appreciate it. It gives me an idea of how things are going on my end. So fellas, until next time, shoot straight, stay strong. For today, that's it.